Two of the bigger disappointments in the first quarter of the season doing battle here as we get this one underway. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Gun. Stop.
They'll run. This is Bayshore 2. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
On two, ready?
From the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Big 13. Stop.
Hands it off out again. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. The Bengals at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. And they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak. And right now, they're not playing their best football. But if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
Right?
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3.
11. 180.
Burrow looking to pass. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to kick him out and deliver.
Well, this defense for the Browns, they had certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
11. Stop.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. Will try and do this himself. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first.
11. 11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. 11. Stop.
Burrow going for it on 4th. That's to his running back complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35.
Here we go. 180. Stop.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. You look at this Browns defense. They enter play here 24th in the league against the run.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
And now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
12. Here we go.
Here's Burrow. And a fine chase on the right side complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
11 mighty. Shot.
First down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And this one also slowly developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
It's 3rd down and 12.
On 2.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down.
Here we go. Shot.
From the gun, they'll try to run. And they're able to corral him right around the line, and that's short of the first down. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
11. 11 MT. Shot.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. As he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon.
Here we go.
Sanders to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. There goes a gain of 4. And it's 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 12-yard line.
Let's go now.
Now Sanders. And now a full incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. And they are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
19 tight. Rig alert. Ready.
To throw is Sanders. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
An 8-yard pickup. First down.
They go play action now. Sanders. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. On the ground, this is Quinshawn Judkins. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
We're scoreless after 1. The start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Okay, ready? Go!
An inside run with Jenkins. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On play action, here's Shadur. That one's taken in by Spears. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 18.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Go!
Play action. It's Sanders. He's got to be wide open, complete. And the Browns are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Let's go! Yep.
They get this out left. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
Ready, break!
At the 1-yard line.
Dragon 60! Ready! Hut.
To throw now, here's Sanders. And that's going to be caught for the Browns. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
The kick is good.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. A beautiful fake. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone try to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure out better ways and try and find a way to win.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd
On
and
2nd down, they'll run it here. It's across the 40 for extra yards to the 43. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for one.
Here's 3rd and 6.
Here we go, here we go. Stop. Right 80. Stop.
Now it's Burrow. And that will be incomplete. Normally I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already showed in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Well, they should have already said punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And he couldn't get it to check off. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Okay, ready?
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice and meetings talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up the score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts them down in the minds of their opponents.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 35.
Off the play fake. Here's Sanders. He's going to air one out. Oh, wide open, complete. And touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. 65 yards. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now 14-0.
Bengals nothing.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And he returns this to the 22.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Gun. Cut.
And they'll keep leaning on the line game. Back to the ground. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 70 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Offline, ready?
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Going back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
A gain of 2.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's the 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Wide 80.
And here's a handoff out of the game. And a decent game there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Wide 80. Wide 80. 11. 11. Stop.
Burrow will throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage is too good there. The contact from the ball through. It's 4th down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here we go. 11. Stop.
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And past the 35, maybe dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
So they convert on 4th, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
Wide 80. Wide shot. Stop.
He is going to be stopped clearly by the end of the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
He's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Garrett. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
I know we don't have a special scoreboard to show it, but the offense, they've surrendered more sacks than they have points thus far. This defense, they're winning in all phases of the game right now.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now this, air down deep for Reed. Oh, a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. A good-looking return set up here. And it's out of bounds right around the 34. The Browns drive about to get started. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys are lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And they get him down as he's inside the 40. 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now they show jet sweep, but instead they run up the middle here. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. 71 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Throwing, Sanders. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the side. The Bengals with 2 extra DBs. A nickel look on 3rd.
Blanket in the passing lanes.
19 tight, 19 tight. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
Sanders. And a throw there going to be incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
The Browns send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Y'all gotta pump my taste. Y'all can't talk about basic. We mighty more Power Rangers. Mine's also dangerous. Y'all talk outrageous.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense him saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go down the field and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
A loss of 7 brings up 2nd and 17 at the 13-yard line.
So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Right, 80. 12, 12, 12.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Hey, can. 11.
Now it's Burrow. And they will touch him down the neck before he gets the first. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now Burrow. They'll try and set up the screen to Tootin. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Bayshore jump, 68 yards. And the Bengals have got it back to within a score. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And now throw incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well. This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Panther 11. Go.
Here's Sanders. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 27. Now the former volunteer, it's Dylan Sampson. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
3rd down and 6.
Ready. Gotta be lying.
Operating from the gun, Sanders. That is caught. Able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
Back to throw. Sanders. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And now third and goal coming up. The loss on second down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
On third and goal, Sanders. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
It's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into it because they were there to help break that pass up.
Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. Patterson's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of this third quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as you'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. Drive about to get going. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are going to the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is. That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Well, they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on third and long. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage.
180. Raise up. 11 empty.
From the gun on third down is Burrow. He'll try and do this himself. The flag comes in. It's incomplete. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that one go. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Browns will take over first and 10. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it first and 10 at their own 44.
60 Eagles.
Throwing to start the drive. Sanders. This one is complete to Judkins. Now this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down.
At the 46-yard line.
Here's a quick throw caught out wide. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown, Cleveland.
A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and get it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
We've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talked to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They go play action with Burrow. Now a deep one for Johnston. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
On 2, ready?
The Bengals on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Here's Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
11.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 3rd down. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
18 Cardinal.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
Man! 70 Lions! Trap alert! Let go!
On the handoff, this is Jenkins. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Quinshon Jenkins with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a pretty poor return as he will dive to the ground to give himself up.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And he finds another little thing to get this one back up to his stride. 85 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. 2nd and a couple. And give him another shot here on the ground. And he's got a Bengals 1st down as he'll take this forward to the 27th.
That's good for a Bengals 1st down.
Gun.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
From the gun, and the ball is knocked out. I think the Browns got it. They did. And I don't know that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline is still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
Daxton Hill there to make the stop on defense.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there, and I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, it's hard to start them up again. So I think you may want to keep them cranking high right here.
19, 18.
From the gun on 3rd down, Sanders. Touchdown! A great effort there. 27 yards. And the Browns have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the fourth. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point by Patterson. Up and good. This one was over the line ago as they just held on to that big lead. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Oh, and this is going to wind up as safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
To kick off for Cincinnati.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. And now, how about this? The free kick from the 20 going to be out of bounds. And that, of course, is a penalty. They give up the middle. Jenkins. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. They're looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction.
Let's go. 70 Timberwolves.
They'll give it to Jenkins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
At the 31-yard line.
Now Sanders. Looking middle, and that's complete.
There wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. At least he was able to pick up a solid game to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Sanders to throw. Quick throw there is incomplete. Good passing attack, even though that one was incomplete. It's been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one is over a long time ago.
I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 106 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 13. The Bengals have a first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Gun start.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And good work there in open space. He's got this all the way down now to the 32. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
11. Here we go. Start.
They'll run. This is Jordan Mason. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 4 yards to pick up, first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 22.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And this one incomplete. Couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll launch it. And now it brings up third down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
11.
A final shot now for Burrow. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.